Get ready with me as I tell you which gig app you should be doing if you are feeling poor and need money now. First and foremost, my favorite is going to be DoorDash. I have been doing DoorDash the longest out of all the delivery apps. I will say it is the most consistent, it's the easiest platform to use, and it has, in my opinion, the most opportunities to make money. It's number one for if you are tight on cash and need money right now. Every single Dash is your money deposited into your Dasher account. Especially if you do like the Crimson card, you'd have the card right away. But DoorDash is the only system that does not retract tips. So the customer cannot take your tip back after you have delivered. Shipt, Instacart, Spark, and Uber all give the customers the ability to up or lower your tip. DoorDash is the only one that keeps your tip. It might mean that you are getting paid less on DoorDash because people are adding tips after delivery, which happens to me actually quite often. And now there's even an update in the DoorDash app that says like, this customer is likely to add a tip after delivery, so handle with care, blah, blah, blah. It's really cool. So number one is DoorDash. Two, I'm gonna say is Instacart. I know this might seem controversial. However, you only have to wait 2 hours to get your tips for Instacart. So even if you're doing small orders at small stores and not getting a lot of pay, it will only take 2 hours for the tips to come in, and then you can instant cash out to your bank for 50 cents for each transaction that you cash out. Free weekly deposits, you can just leave your balance in there and let it deposit weekly, whatever you want. I'm patient and I usually cash out every day. I'm giving Instacart like a free $3 every week, but I'm impatient. Hopefully I'll get better at that. Instacart has not been busy lately, which has sucked, but they did redo their cart tier system, so I'm hoping maybe that's part of the reason that it hasn't been busy. Definitely if you are Instacarting, go in the morning or on the weekends. Those are the busiest times. I find that from 1 to like 5 o'clock, there's like nothing on Instacart, so don't Instacart from like 1 to 5. The third one I'm gonna say is Spark. So if you are not signed up for Spark, obviously this would not apply for you, but Spark is actually, in my opinion, the best paying one out of all 4 of the delivery apps. Now, it is not as busy for sure. Like I sometimes have to wait like hours to get a good Spark order, but they also do the ones that are very similar to like an Amazon Flex type of shift where you're just dropping off a bunch of like sealed packages. And it's like a really long route, but you're getting like $80 for the trip. Take you like 2 to 3 hours, but that's what an Amazon Flex shift would be like. So it's very, very similar to that. However, they also have shopping orders and they also have just pickup orders. So they have tons of stuff. And I feel like you get paid really well with the batch pay and heavy pay. Whereas like Instacart batch pay and heavy pay, way down there. For Spark, I cash out to a card called One. I will post a referral for that because there's a really good referral bonus if you are signing up for One. I think you can use it even if you don't do Spark. I think it's open to everybody, but I love my One account. I get rewards on Walmart purchases, and then they do like Starbucks, you'll get 5% back. It goes into that One account, and I can also separate that out into savings buckets, which is so cool. There are restrictions to get that APY. It's like you have to have a certain amount set up from direct deposit from Spark to achieve it, but it's super easy. For our DoorDash, Instacart, and Spark, you can get all of the money at that day. The thing with Spark is that the customers have 24 hours to adjust their tips, so you don't get your tips usually for 24 hours. Now, sometimes from Sam's Club, I get them right away. I don't know what it is, but some of them take 24 hours. Most of them take 24 hours. So, and the incentives take 24 hours for you to get into your balance. So I would say that that's not a really good one if you're looking to get paid right now. Next one that I just recently started doing again was Uber. It's Uber Eats, not Uber like carrier pickup or person pickup. Uber Eats, I just really hate their interface. Like I hate that it just dings over and over again. It drives me insane. So that's why I stopped doing Uber because I didn't really need it at the time. But now like things have been so slow that I'm like, all right, we're just gonna do it again. So Uber Eats is nice because you do get your pay that day to your Uber Pro card. However, same thing with the tips. It can take up to a day. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's within a few hours, sometimes it's 24 hours. So it just depends on what they're feeling, I guess. Uber Eats in my area is never busy, so that's why it's at the bottom of the totem pole. Sometimes it'll say it's like wildly busy, and then I'll get one order for like 2 hours. It's just, I don't get it. Nice perks. They have a nice umbrella fund in your Pro card if you do a certain amount of deliveries. They've got really good cash back for upside. Like, they've got a ton of benefits. It's just, they're not busy for me. But not least, well, least is Amazon Flex. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've actually never done an Amazon Flex shift. However, that is because I am afraid of losing out on so much time and money. I have heard that when you get to the place, you're driving like 20 minutes just to get to the drop off, and then you gotta like pack it all and order it and label it, and then it's usually like a 3-hour route and you're driving like 60 miles. I've heard nothing but horror stories about it, so I just really don't want to waste my time and money by doing that. Maybe I'll do it one day when I get really bored, but the closest plant to me where I would go to do a pickup is Pontiac, which number one is not a very nice area, but number two, it is a half hour from where I'm at, and get packed up and label it, and then I'll probably be delivering in Pontiac, which is not where I want to be delivering. Things that I've been trying to get for like Whole Foods that are near me, but I have not been able to snag any of them yet. So far Amazon Flex is a no-go. I have no idea how you even get paid out from Amazon Flex, so I don't have any insight to that. Some people love it, so maybe give it a try. So I am not putting Shipt on this list because I am still booted from Shipt. I've been booted for almost 2 years now. It's been a long time. They will not let me back on the platform due to being late, and apparently there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. So Shipt gets a negative rating in my book. How did my cat get up there? Is she joking? Is it. Thank you for listening to me yap while we got ready, and I hope that helped you narrow down what to do if you are in need of financials right now instead of later. Okay, bye.